All right. It is live. Marco Darko, aka Melanite Sports. Live and direct. We're just checking it out. Let's make sure everything sounds okay. Sounds okay. Go ahead, talk,
Yeah, I'm
Micah.
looking at. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Go ahead, talk, Micah.
Mic check.
Yeah,
Mic check. Mic
you
check.
sound fine. Um,
Alright.
salute to everybody in the building. If you are in the building, definitely like and subscribe. You already know. You see the title. First I'm gonna start with Tank. Let's start with the boy Tank, the punk Tank. Micah, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, actually, I did.
Huh?
I did watch it. Yeah,
What
I
did you
watched
think of
it.
it?
It was very competitive. I watched it the morning after. That was kind of crazy. What
Yo,
happened?
hold on. Hold on. Yeah, you sound fine on the stream. I cannot hear you well for some odd reason. I don't know if it's don't know why audio sounds
Excuse
fine on
me.
the stream, but okay, go ahead, talk.
Mic check. Mic check.
Sounds better. Um, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Okay.
did. I did. Excuse me. Excuse me. I did watch the fight. I watched it the morning after.
Same.
Um, yeah. it it was really crazy what happened. Him taking that knee and them not calling it a knockdown was it was wild, bro.
Wild.
It's he took that knee and I was just like, oh my god, did he get dropped for the first time in his career? You know?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that was a clear he took a knee. I mean, and even if he wasn't technically hurt, which he was hurt, um, you took a knee and you literally went to in the middle of the round, you went to your corner and it how are you allowed to do that? You're not allowed to do that. You can't take a knee in the middle of a round and go to your corner and have them wipe off. Like that's the same thing as like you going you know you getting punched and your nose breaking and you taking the knee and going going over to your corner for them to fix your nose and then go back out. It's the same thing.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's absolutely nuts how they actually allowed him. Well, really it was the referee. It was a referee and I think a lot of people forget that Tank is a big boxing star, man, and when referees are in the or when referees are in the ring with these guys, man, they have a lot of star power and they will do what the boxers tell them to do. I mean, not obviously everything, but we saw it. The guy literally told him stop counting, and he stopped counting. Did you see that? He
I
tells
didn't see
he
that.
he tells the referee to stop counting. Isn't that wild?
I mean, yeah, that's I mean, that I don't even know what I would do as a ref.
Bro,
I don't even know what I would be like, what did he say? I would be
right.
shocked, bro.
Yeah,
If
I'd
someone said
start counting his face. You're not the referee.
yeah,
That's why I think honestly sometimes I think that the referee has too much power. You know what I'm saying? Because they can dictate how a fight ends essentially, right? Like
mhm.
they can literally dictate other than the fighters, they can dictate how a fight ends and it's like yeah, sometimes I
Yeah,
mean, I
but
guess no good.
I guess, but it's just like, what's the trade off? You
Right.
know?
Where's the middle ground?
Yeah,
Where's the
but
middle
I
ground?
it's it's not that I think that they have too much power. It's that I think that the way that the rest of the business is structured is an issue. To where now you can have referees that are corrupt. So I think that's more of an issue. Because if everything was on the up and up and everything worked how it was supposed to, you probably would not. You wouldn't get things like that. You wouldn't get decisions like that. I think it's more just that boxing is very corrupt, and
Oh,
it leads to
yeah.
and it just leads to things like that happening. Because it really should. I mean, Roach should have won, bro. I thought. Oh, okay. No, I thought you were frozen for a second. I thought Roach won, bro. When I was watching the fight, I thought Roach won. I thought he did it with the earlier rounds, which is something that we've talked about is these fighters who they download data, but the trade off to that is that you lose the first couple of rounds. So we've talked about that with Piotr Jan. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if you've watched. I don't know if you've watched Piotr Jan and Jose Aldo yet, but that's a great example. I could send it
Yeah,
to you.
yeah,
I
I
could
watched
I could
that. I
send it
watched
to
that
you.
fight. Yeah, I watched that fight.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I
Yeah.
watched. I
So
watched
that's
that
a
live.
perfect
I watched that live.
Jose
I think.
Aldo.
I
No, you
think Piotr
probably
Jan and
was probably not Jose
Pio-
Aldo. Probably that was probably Sean O'Malley.
Piotr Jan versus Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
Man, that he didn't no he didn't drop Jose Aldo, did he?
No, I don't think so.
Did he take him out? Did he take him down?
Did he take him down?
Did he knock him out? How did it
He
went?
didn't
How did
knock
it?
him out. Oh, he did. I think he finished him in the fifth. He finished him in the fifth.
Maybe
I thought
what year was
I actually
this?
have
What
to
year was
remember
this?
that. That Piotr Jan versus because I didn't watch it the year that it happened versus yeah Jose Aldo because I did not watch it the year, bro. I hate Yahoo so much.
Right? And like, why does Chrome default to Yahoo?
That's what it does now,
Well, like, for some reason it defaults sometimes.
bro. That's what Firefox does. I hate it so much. That's the only reason why I don't like Firefox. Everything, in all honesty, everything works pretty good on Firefox, but I just hate the fact that it goes straight to Yahoo. Like I just can't deal with that. So that was
Yeah.
UFC 251.
Well, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was let me
Like 3, 4 years ago.
think. Okay. Piotr Jan. I'm just gonna look at his record. That's probably the easiest way to do it. That was UFC 251. Um yeah, this is his record right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, he lost three in a row before he won the last two. Um, 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 let's see. Jose Aldo. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, that was in 2020. But yeah. I said yeah. He stopped him in round five. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your point, like, as far as the referee?
Oh, I was just saying that like in a boxing, the referee. Well, I already made the point I was making was about fighters who take rounds off because I was saying that Roach should have won, really, and
Yeah.
he did it with the earlier rounds.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think he banked. Personally, I had it.
Mhm.
I didn't actually score it. I did in my head. If it's a really close fight, I'll actually score it, but I didn't end up scoring it. But I think I had the first three Roach, maybe even the fourth Roach, and then I think I had like the next like two Tank, and then I had Roach coming back, and then I had Tank edging it out in the next two, and then like 8 and 9 I had as Roach, and then I mean it was a good fight. It
It
was
was
a
close,
great
yeah.
fight.
It was a great
It was
fight,
a
yeah.
it was a great back and forth fight tussle. But I think Roach just got the best of Tank in a lot of the exchanges. I think he did, and then
Mhm.
also he banked a bunch of those first couple rounds. This is what and what do we always I always said this. Tank 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 gives rounds away. He gives the early rounds away. He purposely loses them to download the data. And in this case, that came back because he could not knock out Lamont Roach. He didn't knock him
Mhm.
out. In those first 3 to 4 rounds, those are important rounds. Those are important rounds. And he banked he coasted those to get a feel for Lamont Roach, which is what he does, and he usually comes back at the end. But in this case, those last couple rounds that are super close, that's not gonna win you the fight no more. You already lost 3 or 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't do that. And with especially with that knee, that should but 100% that should have 100% been a Lamont Roach win. Lamont Roach did a phenomenal job. I mean, he's a dog. He's a dog. You know what's funny is that's actually how I see the Devin Haney versus Tank fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. Like Tank giving the early rounds, right? And then coming back at the like what he always does. He comes out at the end and he tries to knock dudes out. But the way that Lamont Roach is being aggressive and walking Tank down, of course, Tank was also coming forward sometimes as well. But Devin does the same, bro. Look, Devin does the same thing. Even with the, I hate that that happened to him with Ryan, because now unfortunately everyone thinks of that, and now we have to always go back to that fight. But if you watch the fights before then, the dude, people say he's a pure. I mean, he's a pure boxer, but he walks dudes down. He walks dudes down. He walked Prograis down. He walked what's the guy's name? A Mexican fighter. I don't remember. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a good fighter. Um, Lomachenko was a chess match, and but Lomachenko he walked down too. Yeah, he attacked the body in the Lomachenko fight. He digged to the body. So what my point is, I'm trying to say is that I actually the way that Lamont Roach fought that fight is actually how I saw the Haney fight, how I would think it would go. But um, what surprised me about the Lamont Roach fight is that Lamont Roach ate those punches, bro. But at the same time, see, Tank has a power where it's not just brute force. It's
Mm-hmm.
power where
Timing. It
if he
catches.
hits you where you don't see it, that's when you get hurt the most. It's the ones that you
Mm-hmm.
don't see that you get hit the most, that you get hurt the most, right? I mean, I've told you before many times, I've gotten hit with a shot that impact wise his I think is probably I mean, it had the sound, it had the effect. And well, I won't say the effect, but it had the sound, it had the whole everyone in the gym just like, ooh, I got hit with it. But what's crazy is that I saw it. Like I saw it coming. I didn't get away, fast enough, but I saw it coming. And it didn't hurt. But like it was a hard ass punch, but it didn't hurt. But I've gotten hurt off shots that I didn't see coming. I walk out, my jaw swollen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that hard of a shot. It's just I wasn't bracing for it. I wasn't expecting it. So that's the type of power he has. He has power where, um, if you don't see it coming, you're gonna get hurt. And so,
Yeah.
but Lamont Roach, and this is what I've tried to tell people all the time: if you're gonna beat Tank, don't try to knock him out. Don't try to knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look for that one punch. Don't you know what I'm saying? Box him. Lamont Roach boxed a great match. He boxed. You know what I'm saying? He hit it.
Mm-hmm.
He made him miss and he made him pay. He boxed a great match, and so it's a shame that that he had a. But it's again, it's star power. This is boxing. We shouldn't be surprised, but um, in my eyes, Tank definitely lost that fight. He lost that fight. Now, did you know that the decision might be overturned?
No, I didn't hear that. I mean, I was thinking it's funny because there was like something in my head. You just get a thought and you're just like, what if? That thought ran through my mind because I'm like, there's no way that it's against the rules. Like you
Yeah.
can't just.
You literally took a knee. Like
Mhm.
that's saying I need a break.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I've
yeah.
seen it one with Floyd. I've definitely seen it in other fights where dude takes a knee. You know what? You know where people are forgetting where this happened? Jamal Charlo versus Canelo. Jamal took a
Mhm.
knee in the seventh round, and it was a knockdown. He took a knee.
What did he take a knee for again?
I mean, he was getting hit, but like It wasn't like something. It wasn't something where he got hit and then got dropped and then took a knee. He was getting hit and then he sat
Mhm.
down, like he took a knee.
So wait, which one of the Charlo brothers is better?
I always thought the smaller Charlo was better. Um,
Because it was the Charlo, it was the he
it
fought the
was
Charlo that had the layoff, right?
no, no, it was the other one. It was the
So
smaller Charlo, which is
the other
with
one
the
had the layoff.
yeah, the bigger Charlo had the layoff. The smaller Charlo has been undisputed, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, the smaller Charlo was undisputed at one point. I believe he was undisputed. So I mean, he's a good fighter, but he's not Tank. He's not Bud. He's not Bud.
Hmm.
I had Bud beating him, and I do have Bud beating Canelo. So I
That's
think
gonna be a major fight,
that's
man.
gonna be a major fight. I mean, we're gonna have to try to go, man. If we can get some tickets for nothing too wild, and I don't know where. I think it's gonna be in Vegas, but we might need to try to go to that one, man.
Mm.
We might need to try to go. You feel me? We might just have to try. I mean, even if we get trash seats, just the experience would be
Mhm.
insane. Would
Yeah,
be incredible.
it is
Be
wild.
incredible.
Who said it's in
Um,
May?
yeah, it's no, no, no. It's in September.
Oh shit. Okay, yo,
Yeah,
that's
it's in
doable.
September.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's in September, man. So we can plan it out, man. If it's in Vegas, we definitely have to make a weekend trip out of it. I mean, I think we have to
Yeah.
owe it to ourselves for covering this stuff for this long. For just I
Hmm.
think we deserve to do at least one boxing match, trip.
Oh, we
So we need
should.
to,
If we're gonna cover the stuff, we should.
yeah, we definitely should. Um, so again, just unfortunate, just very unfortunate for Lamont Roach. But Micah, how long have I been saying this? Tank has been fighting dudes that are not on his level, are not on his competition level, and this was bound to happen. He was
Mhm.
bound to run into someone that not necessarily he was underestimating, because I mean, maybe he did underestimate him, but he was bound to he was bound to cherry pick someone that came in there to win. Not there to knock
Mhm.
him out, not there to this and that, to win. And the worst thing that could happen to Tank is losing to someone that everyone thought that he
He
would beat.
cherry picked. Yeah.
That he cherry picked, because again, this is what Tank does. He has he is a 30-plus-year-old prospect. He has not fought, again, his best win is against
Wait,
Ryan
how old is
Garcia.
Tank?
Bro, he's like 32. He's older than all those dudes. Yes. Yes, bro. He's not young.
Bro, I
Bro, he is
thought he was like 28.
Bro, he's older than
Wait,
Tank. Sorry, he's
what?
older than Shakur. He's older than Devin. He's older than Tio. He's older than Ryan. He's older than all of them. He's older than Dron. He's older than, what I'm saying. Bud only has a couple years on him.
Dude,
He's acting like a kid. You know what I'm
dude,
saying? So,
what?
I mean, it's just incredible that he has gotten away for this long and he still has not fought. His best win is Ryan Garcia, which had
Wow.
never been a champion,
30.
never fought for a belt, PD user, race like if we're talking about just sports, never been a champion, never fought for a belt, no accomplishments to his name in a pro boxing setting,
Mhm.
right? His Ryan's best win is Devin Haney, which he tested positive for, which was overturned. So Tank's best, like, we got to be real with each other. He should have been fought Loma. Loma should have been
Oh, yeah,
years
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
huh?
I said, oh, yeah, I said that. I said
Yeah,
that when we talked about the fight.
he should have been
I said
fought
that.
Loma from years ago.
Yeah,
He should have.
Loma and
That,
Tank would be such a good
that would
fight.
have been a great. I mean, now we don't know, but back then, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, that would have been a crazy fight. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
he should have been fought Loma. He should have been fought Devin Haney for. They should have been fought Devin Haney. See, but their plan is going to backfire, because if they do end up fighting Devin Haney, and if Devin Haney is the same person that he was, because we don't know yet, unfortunately. I think he is, but we don't know yet. But if he's the same person, they're going to try to wait Devin out, and it's only going to get worse for him, because he's going to really develop some real strength. I mean, he already is a strong dude, regardless of what people say. He can hit, because you don't
Mhm.
see dudes just walking past him, or even trying to walk him down. It's usually the other way around. so he can definitely hit. So, but they should have got if they really wanted to beat Devin, they should have got him years ago when he didn't really have a style. You know what I'm saying? He was just still learning. And so, this is what their plan is, but it's going to backfire. And again, like I said, the jig is up for Tank Davis. The jig is up, man.
Mhm.
We've had enough. Like I said, man, I'm not. That's why I didn't even watch it that night because I'm like, bro, if he's gonna fight this dude, he sees something that he sees something, and that's why he's fighting him because he thinks he can knock this dude out.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I
Another
didn't even watch
fight.
it.
Another fight I watched, bro. I was scared the whole time. It was Better Biev and Bivol. Dude,
What did you think about that?
he got the job done. It was a great fight. Those two are like that Soviet style that Bivol has. I think that he's mastered that. Like
I
he's an
agree.
absolute master of that style. Um,
Guy is
but
so
like
skilled.
yeah, he's incredible. Yeah, that was that was insane because it's almost kind of like, bro, if it wasn't for Bibble's height, he would not look like he should be able to do what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's so
It's
fluid. He's
incredible.
so fluid, man. He is like the boxing version of like be like water. Like if you
Yeah.
told someone to be like water, that's what you would get. You know, like we've
Hmm.
seen dudes that have crazy defense. That's one thing. We've seen Floyd, we've seen Shakur, but someone so to be fluid, I think he's probably the most fluid boxer I've seen. But when I watched that fight, and me personally, I think he actually did better the first fight. I think he actually did better the first fight, but me personally, that second fight, those middle rounds, that got way too dangerous for him.
Oh
Those
no,
middle rounds, right?
he
Like
stopped. He stopped jabbing.
he stopped jabbing, he stopped throwing his right hand.
Yeah,
He stopped doing a lot of shit, and it was really weird. I was like, bro, honestly, there was a couple times where I thought he was gonna get stopped.
yeah,
There's a couple times. There might have been two or three times where I thought he was gonna get stopped, but this dude can't. He banked the first couple rounds. He banked like three or four the first five, maybe even like first like 5 rounds. Obviously, I don't remember exactly, but he banked the early rounds for sure, and then he took like 4 rounds off, which is why I'm like, damn, I don't know if they're really gonna give it to him again. But
it's
I
so
think
it's interesting because like I could see both of them having very similar strategies, and it's very easy, or it's very easy to see why like they're so well matched, because I think that the fight started off with Better Biev uh
Tim
waiting
tire
for
out,
Bivol. Yes, waiting for Bivol to tire out, and then it switched
and then it
to
happened. Well, he
Bivol.
did some whether it was him getting tired or him getting hurt or something. Something happened
Mhm.
where it played into. But I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, but
Um,
then I thought Bivol was doing the same in the middle rounds because he's like, it was very much like a chess match because he's like, okay, well, I know that this guy's gonna wait for me to get tired, okay, and now I know that when I'm tired or when I appear to be tired, he's gonna start he's gonna step on the gas,
right.
and then in the later rounds, I'm gonna have more. I'm gonna have more. So I'm gonna do what you know, maybe I can try and edge out a couple of one of the middle rounds, but like, yeah, it was a good strategy from Bibble.
Yeah.
It was a good strategy.
Yeah. I,
It
I
was
personally
dangerous for sure,
it's
but it was
dangerous, man.
yes.
Dangerous because I mean, man, Better BF has just monstrous strength, and he's lucky he didn't get knocked out. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think obviously his strategy, his style,
What's
his
his KO
fluidity.
rate? Like 90%?
Yeah, I mean, he's knocked out everyone other than Bibble. He's knocked out everyone he's faced.
Oh,
Everyone,
like no rematches, just everyone?
everyone he's been dropped before, but he knocked dude out. He's knocked out everyone.
Jesus.
He's knocked out everyone, bro. So that strength, I mean, and we might have to have a whole episode on these Russian guys'
He's
strength,
40?
bro. He's old. Yeah, he's 40 years
Bro.
old. Isn't that insane?
What in the way? His dad
Yes,
strength.
bro. He's not
That's
young. He's 40
insane,
years old. 40 years old,
bro.
bro.
40. That's
Fighting out of Montreal,
wild.
Canada, but he's Russian. You know,
20.
crazy, absolutely nuts.
He's
The guy's
21 and
power,
1 with
bro.
20 KOs.
20 KOs.
So the Bivol is the only guy he hasn't knocked out.
Yes,
95.24% KO rate.
yes,
Oh my goodness. This man
bro.
is
His
scary.
power is stupid, man.
Dude, he had 100% KO rate before. That is crazy.
It's
That's the
crazy.
only other person that you even hear that is like Wilder. That's the only
Yeah,
other person.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Wilder has, well, not now because his, the last couple fights he's got knocked out and just, But if we remove the last couple years, at
Hmm.
one point, everyone he's faced, he's either knocked out or knocked down. And the only person at one point was the only person he didn't knock out. I mean, technically, if we look at the record books, was Fury. But you know what? In that well, segue into
So wait, it says I'm looking at his record. 40. It's literally like the same. 43-4 with 42 KOs.
yeah.
So he's knocked out everybody except one person. I don't know, bro. It's
Well,
it's wild though, bro, because it's just like everybody runs into that one
right
person.
hand. Oh yeah. Oh, you say. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. No, but
God.
you're. I mean, it's facts. Number one, it's facts. I mean, you're not gonna know. The higher the competition gets, the lower the lower the KO ratios start to go.
Hmm.
The less knockouts you usually get when the higher competition goes. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you start to step up your competition, whenever you start getting to like the absolute peak of competition, there's not as much knockouts. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so crazy to see the two best dudes, someone knocking each other out. Like it's pretty like think about it, like Hearns and Leonard and Hearns. You know what I mean? That think about it. Until Leonard knocked him out in the first fight, it was. I mean, like it was. I mean, I guess it was kind of back and forth, but I mean, Leonard was winning, and sorry, no, the other way around. Well, actually, no, no, it was back and forth. No, the Leonard and Hearns.
I'm not sure.
You watched it before.
Not that one.
Which one did you watch? You watched the rematch?
No, I mean I've watched Duran. I watched both
I could
Duran
have sworn me
fights.
and you talked about that fight though, bro. Yeah,
We did.
you've seen it. You've seen that fight.
No, I
You've talked
haven't.
about that fight.
I saw Duran. We talked about Duran. We talked about Duran, and we've talked about how
Oh, you're right.
yes,
Okay, you're right.
we talked
Yes,
about
yes,
yeah.
you're right. Okay, okay. So you got to watch Leonard versus Hearns.
I will
That's
watch it.
that's
I'll put it on the list.
yeah. That's a good one. But I say that to say that these referees have too much power, and the reason why I say what's good Warlock Boxing, what's good with you? The reason why I was saying that these referees, maybe the term I'm using, maybe why I say that is because okay, you have a dude that literally a boxer tells him to stop counting and he stops counting.
Hmm.
And then you have a instance where a referee gets to a 10 count and gives this dude extra time. And the dude I'm talking about is Fury. And then when the guy asks him why he gave Fury extra time, he says he thought it was good for boxing. We have too much. They have too. It's too much discretion for them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They like
Yeah.
if Wilder knocks out Fury in that first fight, because I mean he was down for 10 seconds. The dude was eyes, he was unconscious, and he got back up. But the guy gave him more time, and if he knocks out Fury, the whole landscape of heavyweight boxing would have been completely altered. Of what you see today,
Yeah.
because if they fight, they only fight that one time.
Hmm.
Wilder doesn't fight him the second time. None of
Hmm.
that craziness happens, right? With the his head getting dented up and all these cheating and stuff like that. That doesn't happen. Usyk still moves up. Usyk and Wilder, you probably get you get a belt, you get a better Wilder. Wilder that isn't punch drunk.
Hmm.
You know, we don't. We
That would
only
be that.
we're robbed of this.
Yeah,
We're robbed of this.
I still think Usyk would probably win that.
You
Honestly,
know,
what I've seen him do, that
I
man
mean,
is like the giant slayer, bro.
you know, okay. Well, it's easy to say that in hindsight. It's easy
Hmm.
to say that in hindsight, and I can't really disagree with you there. Um, but if man, I don't know if Wilder, if you tell me, if you give me Wilder from from 7 years ago, I personally think I think at that point, I think Usyk probably would have gotten knocked out. At that point,
Hmm.
again, today, I don't think any heavyweight would touch Usyk.
Hmm.
I don't see it. I think the best one that had the chance to do it was Fury, and he couldn't do it.
Hmm.
You know, but I think if you give a prime Wilder, again, it's just the fact that the guy was so wild. He was so unpredictable. I mean, obviously, you knew he was going to throw the right hand, but his
Yeah,
style was obviously super wild. And
yeah,
so,
unorthodox. Yeah.
you know, yeah, super unorthodox. And it's like you have a master boxer like Usyk. I mean, he could survive 12 rounds, right? Just avoiding it, you know.
Hmm.
But it would be a good matchup, and I would have loved to see it, but we'll never know now. We'll never know now. And that's just
Yeah.
how it goes whenever you let these fights pass by, and that's just how it goes. But I say that to say that, yeah, man, I think these referees just it's too much for their discretion. I think there should be certain rules,
Yeah.
like rules that the referee is not even in charge of. No, don't even
Hmm.
have them count because remember in the third Wilder fight, the referee said it's not a 10 count. It's whenever I get to 10
Yeah.
because in the third fight because Wilder wasn't in his corner right away,
Mhm.
he ended up Fury ended up being on the ground for 15 seconds.
I really want to see with this new boxing promotion with Al Sheik in the
Yeah.
UFC with Dana White. I want to see what kinds of rules they're going to implement
Yeah. Let me get your
to
opinion on that.
stop things like that. I mean, I just think that it's going to be good for the sport of boxing if they fight more. Excuse me, if they fight more like a UFC model. Um, where UFC fighters only fight UFC fighters and they fight often, it's gonna be good for the sport, bro.
It's gonna be
It's
amazing.
because right now in box, people forget that these companies, like yes, we all love fighting, we all love whatever, we all love the heart and the skill and whatnot, but we forget that these things are entertainment
Right.
and they only succeed when the fans get what they want,
Exactly.
at least to some extent. And that is not happening in boxing right now.
That is
That
not
was
happening.
happening back in the 90s, in like the golden era of heavyweights. That was happening. All those dudes like had the belt, bro. Like
It was getting passed around. It was getting passed
all
around.
those
Dudes,
dudes were
everyone,
fighting each other.
no one had to know. No one had to know, and it was okay. It was
Hmm.
fine. You know, like, and it's sad because you have like a fight like Bivol and Better BF, right?
Yeah,
Those guys, they put their all on the line. Both of them beat each other, right? I'm sure there'll be a third. Well, actually, I'm not sure if there'll be a third because Better BF is old. Um,
yeah,
but you know, okay. Put it to you like this: a lot of people are fine with them having O's. That's what we need. Like you don't only care, and I don't really particularly like have one dude over the other. You know, I didn't really care who won. I just wanted to see a good fight, and
hmm,
that's what boxing should be. Now, of course, everyone has biases. Everyone, you know what I'm saying. So that kind of gets put into it, but um, when you really just want to see a good fight and you really don't care, someone has to be someone has to get defeated.
yeah.
but in boxing again, it's like, oh shoot, you don't have a no. You're, like it's such a big thing. But like we've talked about many times in MMA, dudes have O's. Sorry, dudes have losses, and
People
it's
don't
fine.
even think about your record, bro, that much in
No,
MMA. People
because
don't
it
think about your record.
no, like in my opinion, unless your record is like above 50%, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you're not the greatest. You
Like
probably won't be
50%
champion.
losses.
Yeah, 50% losses, right?
Yeah.
Like, but if your record is like, look at Charles. Charles has 35 wins and like 10
Well,
losses.
wouldn't
You
it?
know?
I'm trying to do the math. It would be if your loss, if the losses are half as much as the wins, because that'd actually be a third.
Oh, is it?
It'd actually be yeah, because it'd be a third of your
Oh, you
fights.
talking about for Charles?
No, I'm just talking about like a record in general. It
Huh?
would be a third
So
of your fights.
if you have 40
If you
fights
have
and you have 20 losses, wouldn't your
yeah,
loss
if you
rate be
have,
50%?
no, because you have 60 fights.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Yeah, because
Okay, you
you
do
have
have a good
60
point.
fights.
Oh yeah, you are right. But okay, but a record like that means okay. Then you have a very good point. It's true. That's not true at all. What I said. Uh, Okay, so the numbers, but you know what I'm talking about though. If you've lost almost as
Yeah,
much
no,
as you've
I
won,
know what you mean. I know
right?
what you're talking about.
Um, then I'm like, damn, like your record is not that great,
Hmm.
and you might not be champion, but you still might be good. Like you still could spark out. Who
Michael
knows?
Johnson, bro.
What's his record?
Ooh, Michael Johnson's exact record. I don't. It's he has like almost 20 losses now, but he has like almost 50 fights. But
What's good, Jacob Lopez? Like the video if you're if you're in the building.
what's up,
Let us
y'all?
know what you think. Did you think Lamont Roach won, or did you think Tank won? Let us know.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but look at Charles' record, right? 35 wins and 10 losses. If you
Hmm.
saw that in boxing, you'd be like, bro, this guy is trash. Well, you may not say he's trash, but you'd be like, you wouldn't really count him in. 10 losses, that's a lot of losses, but
Hmm.
like, but then obviously you saw the tear that Charles Oliveira went on, you know?
Michael Johnson is 24 and 19.
Yeah, I mean, that's not great. That's
It's
not a
not.
great,
But like what I'm saying is this guy, Michael Johnson hurt Khabib. Michael Johnson almost had Khabib out of there. And Khabib had to switch it up and take him down. So it's like
right.
it's like Dana White said, like, he could knock out somebody. I can't remember what the exact quote was, but he was just like, he can do amazing, and then the next night get knocked out by Macy Barber. That's basically what Dana White said, and I'm like, bro,
For
that's
for Michael Johnson.
yeah, that's what he said about Michael Johnson. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty.
you got dudes. I mean, 24 wins is still a lot, right? Regardless
Mhm.
of, it's still amazing. But it's like, but I mean, that's just a boxer to me. I don't want to see you have
But
a bunch of losses.
Michael Johnson is a journeyman at this point. And he's been in the game just like Bobby Green is the same way. And who's another guy?
You know what's crazy about Bobby Green? Everyone started taking Makachev seriously when he beat Bobby Green. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, people were like, okay, he just, I mean, do you know, am I right or no?
I mean, people took him seriously before that. That was a short notice fight for
Yeah.
Bobby Green, so I wouldn't say that. I would say that that Bobby Green. Damn, dude, it's very interesting because Bobby Green's not even ranked. What do you think will take training camp? Who do
Who
you
do you
think will
think,
take training camp more
who?
seriously? Between who?
Between, between who?
But yeah, Bobby Green's not even ranked. So and
Yeah.
he actually, you know what fight I'm pretty excited for is Patty and Michael Chandler.
That
That
will
is
be a good fight.
that's
Oh,
gonna be a
probably.
crazy fight.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
gonna be if Michael Chandler fights smart, because you have to remember Michael Chandler was a champ
It's just
Oh,
Patty
Patty
and
and Mike.
Mike.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Interesting.
That's
What do you
wild.
think, Micah?
Um, who will take it more seriously? I mean, I think they're both gonna take it pretty serious. It's hard to say. I mean, they are both hard workers, I guess, when it comes down to it. But I think Michael Chandler would probably. I give it to Michael Chandler. He has
Michael kind
the
of has more to lose.
well, Michael Chandler. He has the wrestling to stop Patty's takedowns. Hopefully he has. Hopefully he actually, um, it's hard to do social media while you train. Yeah, no, for sure. These guys, man, these professionals who people forget, like they don't just fight and train. Like they don't just fight and train. They have families as
Yeah.
well. They
Yeah.
gotta handle their social media. Some people have a social media manager. They gotta handle their money. They gotta handle their diet, and they have to try and make sure that they are at like the pinnacle every time they step into the octagon.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
that's why I just we got a lot of respect for them. But as
Yeah.
for Patty and Mike, Michael Chandler's taking it. I wouldn't say a lot more seriously, but Patty gets up to like 200 pounds in between training camp. So,
Crazy.
dude,
Crazy.
if you saw a picture of Patty, dude,
I've
it
seen
would
some of the
look like,
pictures. I've
bro,
seen it. It looks like
it looks
AI.
photoshopped. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It
Yeah.
looks not real. Cause you just can't believe that that's the same person.
It's incredible. And the fact that he can cut that weight off is incredible as well.
Horrible for your longevity. It's
Terrible.
horrible. He's
Terrible.
probably not. I would give Patty, because how old is Patty actually? That
Like
we should look at.
he's like 29, 30.
Patty Pimblett.
Is
Pet.
that's not this Saturday though?
Fucking. Is it
Is
this
that
Saturday?
this
No.
Saturday?
No, I don't know. This Saturday,
Aquiles.
the co-main event is Justin Gaethje and Dan Hooker. Is
No,
the
no, no. That
co-main
got
event.
canceled. It's Dan
What?
Fives.
Hold on a second. Rafael Fiziev.
Ah, yeah.
Uh,
Did you hear about
let me
KSI
see.
was supposed to fight Tony? Tony who? Please
Tony
don't tell me
Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson. KSI was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson?
What?
Come on.
Rafael Fiziev. Oh man, I guess Dan got hurt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Half his office. Yeah.
Damn, I did not
That's what I
see
was
this.
really
That,
looking
that
forward
had to
to.
happen today because I looked at
No,
this
no, no, no.
yesterday.
This happened a couple
When
days
did that
ago.
happen? Okay, a
Like
couple of days ago.
like a week ago.
What? I
Yeah.
swear I looked at this. I looked at this today. I probably didn't look at it close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. This happened like a week ago. He pulled out like a week ago.
Damn, bro, I am so sad about
I
that.
know, bro.
That
I don't
was
want to
gonna
see
be
the I
crazy.
don't want to see the other fight.
I
Like I
mean,
mean, we've seen before.
Fiziev is crazy too. Fiziev is a he'll bring the fight too.
Yeah,
He'll
but we
bring
already
the
saw
fight
that
too.
fight.
I know, but damn.
I'm tired kind of tired of seeing Justin in rematch. I mean, I won't say that, but I want to see him against someone, new. Um
He's 30. Patty's 30.
he's 30 years old.
I give Patty till 36 or 37 until he starts to have some issues making weight or
Really? That long? I would give him like 3 years. 3 to 4.
I mean, I guess I'm being generous.
Yeah, cuz bro, I think you get to like 35, bro, and I do not think you can cut weight like that. I don't think you have it in you to cut weight like that, bro. This guy's cutting almost like 60 pounds,
Yeah.
just pure
Yeah,
fat. Like he's not doing it's
Patty's
not anything else. It's no muscle, it's just pure fat. He's which is easy, but like it's too quick. It's too quick, man.
Yeah, it's just not good for you. It's just
Yeah.
not good for you. It's really mainly the diet, bro. Like it's really mainly his diet
Yeah.
that is horrible. I mean, yes, it's twofold. Like it's really bad to be cutting all that weight, and it's also horrible. Like the diet, like it shows the stuff that he eats. Like, bro,
Yeah. Say pizza
for you to gain that much weight, do you know how
in
much you have to eat?
bro, in like what,
That's
6
a
months?
bro. I mean, they were saying it before. Like he probably has some sort of an eating disorder.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
probably has some sort of an eating disorder. Like he probably been like binge eats like all the time. It's bad for
yes,
recovery and training for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, training for
How do you
sure.
exactly? How do you
How the hell is
train
he gonna
like that?
train? He only see. It's like okay, when you start to do that, your training becomes fat camp. Your training becomes you losing weight. When your
Hmm.
training should be your camp should be you training for the fight, not you trying to lose weight. Like you shouldn't be focused just on that. And then it become that, and that's what was happening to Tank. Tank was blowing up in weight, like 6 years ago. He was blowing up in weight, and his camps were just like fat camps. He just cutting weight. That's all he was doing.
Hmm.
But then he started to take his things more seriously and
Yeah,
everything.
bro.
But yeah, yeah,
It's
bro, you're blowing up 60 to 70 pounds, and you're looking like a completely different person, and you're
bro.
coming down in 3 months, and you're that is terrible for your body. I give him like 5 years max till he's able. I don't think he can do it after 35, bro. I
But
think
listen, this
his
is
body's
why
not gonna be able to withstand it.
the sport just like if we really think about this, bro. And I heard Rogan say this years ago, like years ago at this point. And I was just like, yeah, that's really true. But like weight cutting is basically sanctioned cheating, dude. Like basically like we should really like one, they have hydration tests.
Yep.
In high school wrestling, they have hydration tests to basically make sure that you're not being a weight bully.
Right.
This guy, right? I don't know if you heard about this. Alex Pereira is currently it's fight week. Alex Pereira, right? Either it was I think it was yesterday. He was 22 and a half pounds overweight. 22 and a half pounds. And the same thing happened to him when he was fighting at middleweight. He would be 20 to 25 pounds overweight on fight week. So I'm just like, bro, on fight week, bro. We are what? It's Wednesday. We're 4 days away. We're 4 days away from the
Bro,
fight.
bro. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's
To cut
hell.
that weight
It's so bad for you.
in
It's
four
so bad
days,
for you. Yes,
in
bro.
4 days, bro. It took me 2 months to lose 25 pounds, like safely. And that's sometimes too fast. You know what I'm
During
saying?
Ramadan.
Yeah, Uncle Lev, what do you think
Yes,
about
bro. I would say it's probably easier for Oh yeah, because it was Ramadan, huh?
no,
Bro,
to lose the weight, yeah, but that's not
yeah,
gonna he's not gonna feel great. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
he's been doing it for years, but like,
yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
Well,
don't
the
think it's
thing
smart.
is, they can eat during Ramadan. They just have to do it after sundown. I think
What,
that's the
early in the
rule.
morning or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember
I
what.
think they eat like early in the morning. Like they wake up all at once and they all eat early in the
Mhm.
morning and then they fast for the rest of the day or something like that.
Yeah, he
Um,
said. Yeah, yes on early in the morning. Or Jacob, I'm asking you, yes on early in the morning, or
yeah,
yes, or not
not
during the
during
day.
the
So
day.
they eat late at night.
Okay, so eat late
So
at night.
okay,
Yeah,
all
so
right.
okay, so that makes me feel a little bit better as far as him having a better chance. If he can, as long as he's not drained to the max and he's used to Ramadan, he's not like his first
Yeah.
time. He
Hey,
should be.
Bilal does the same thing, and he's champion. So,
Yeah,
and you can't argue with the results.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. What do you think about the fight though? How do you think it goes?
bro, Uncle Live is really good, bro. Uncle Live is really good, and I think that if the real question is, can Alex stop his
Hang,
takedowns, or can
can he
he
hang?
can he do things to deter him from shooting? Because if he can feint knees and he can, show him that TKO or decision, I kind of see it going to. Ooh, it's 5 rounds though. I mean, I do kind of see it going to a decision. I do kind of see it going to
I
a
think smart
decision.
money's on decision.
Yeah,
Um, I
because you got to
mean,
think. He went to a decision with Blahovic.
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And I those guys are very evenly matched,
yeah.
and
Big
I
dudes,
really do see it
strong
going.
dudes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, those guys they look like they're made of trees, dude.
Yeah,
Like
straight up.
they are huge. Like,
He couldn't stop Jan,
hmm
right? Jan, I
yeah,
mean,
that big blockhead on Jan.
yeah,
And
he
Jan's
can.
not young either. Jan is like 42 right now.
What? Are you
Jan is
serious?
not Jan is not young.
What? Are you
Yeah,
serious, bro? Holy
let me be
shoot.
sure. This is Google. Let me go to Jan
Yeah,
Blahovic.
I think
Yo,
I
why the
think
hell does Jan
I think
Blahovic?
it's
I'm pretty sure he's
I
42.
think
Yeah, he's 42.
damn. Yeah. I think Ankalev has to just I think
He has to
I think he
mix it
knows
up.
this. He's got to mix it up, but I think he's really got to take control of the fight early. He can't let
hmm
Alex get started. Um because we've seen what
Yeah,
happens when Alex gets
he
started.
really it's so difficult because the thing is he has to pressure Alex, which is just dangerous because
Which is dangerous, yeah.
Alex actually is a good counter striker. Like people don't because they always like to focus on the left hook. They always
Right.
like to focus on the left hook and like he has this crazy leg kick, which he does, which I'm not discounting that. I'm not arguing against that, but he is a stupendous counter striker. He has a great ability to slip shots and hit you. He has a great ability to do that. And we've seen him do it. I've seen him do it in sparring footage against pro boxers. I saw him do it against Roundtree. Who else? I saw him do it a little bit against Adesanya, but it was obviously Adesanya, the caliber of striker that he is. I mean, it's going to be difficult, but he is very good at countering. So you really like this guy was a professional kickboxer. You know,
Right.
people don't even think about that. Like he is a extremely technical striker. He is very
Yeah.
good at counter striking. So Ankalaev is going to need to pressure him because he can't just let him. Yeah, yeah. Bobby changed his name to King. I still call him
Bobby Hill
Bobby Green.
or
No,
Bobby
Bobby
Green?
Green. Bobby Green. She did change his name to King. He did that a while back.
Well, his actual like legal name?
Yeah, I think
Really?
his nickname used to be King, and then he just changed his first name to King. But yeah, but Ankalaev he will have to pressure him, and it's just dangerous because he can't back up because he will be a punching bag,
Right.
and
Yeah, Alex knows
he
his
can't
distance really well as well. Alex
exactly, and
knows his distance.
he can't pressure him recklessly because he will get hurt.
He will land something. He will land something if he does that.
And it's also just like he can't. It's gonna be really
Oh,
difficult. It's gonna be a rough night for it has the potential to be a rough night for both guys.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
If Ankalaev can eat those punches,
Mm-hmm,
right? Eat those punches to get inside, he will be okay. But
mm-hmm.
like, bro, like I mean I can see it going to decision, honestly, but then I could also see Ankalev just going to sleep. Like we've seen it so many times. What I will say is that Uncle Ev is not scared of him. It looks like, it sounds like at least. Like I have not seen a guy talk to this dude like this, man. This guy's been calling for this fight for years. At least 2 to 3 years, he's been calling for this fight. I've
Yeah,
not seen
you know,
someone, you know,
shit.
really do this to
Hold on one
and
second.
he does and he's not saying he's gonna actually. Is he saying he's gonna knock out Alex?
No,
Did he
I
say that?
Uncle Liev. I mean, no, I don't. I haven't heard him say that. But
Okay. Yeah.
um,
Well, that's the main difference.
no,
All these dudes are saying, "Oh, I can knock out Alex," and Jamal Hill and um, who else was saying that they can knock out Alex? There's other dudes that are saying that they can knock Alex, and they end up getting knocked out. And so I think he's coming there
yeah.
to win. I think he's really coming there to
Well,
win.
see, yes, but this is the thing about that fight is that I'm really thinking about the knee, bro. I'm really thinking about because I'm like, what's the best way to actually get him to the ground? Uncle Live's submission is percentage is 0. Oh shit. I didn't think about that. Well, you got to think about the grounded pound though. I think about the grounded pound.
He doesn't need
He may,
to necessarily. He doesn't. I
yeah,
mean,
I
it
mean,
would be great, but he doesn't need to submit him. He just
yeah,
has to
he doesn't.
control. I mean, it's gonna be
He
tough,
has to
but
just be doing damage, bro.
yeah,
That he has to be doing damage.
he
And
says, "How do you lose to Paul Greg?"
yeah, I mean, styles make fights. At the end of the day, styles make fights. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean
um,
the Jan versus Ankla fight. That was a it was a very close fight. It was a very
mhm.
close fight. Um,
Or you know who I'm excited, man. I'm excited to well, not excited. I'm more just sad. I'm sad about well, I'm sad that this fight is not happening between Justin
Dan
Gaethje and
Hooker.
Dan Hooker. But
Yeah.
also, bro, I've been thinking recently about Dominic Reyes, just about how he kind of
I'm not
after
great.
John Jones, just kind of
Oh yeah. You
because
guys
he
saw that
really
video? Saw that video?
I
Saw that
didn't
reel?
what you made.
No, the I don't know when they're talking about his knees.
Oh, that was Thiago Santos, I think. Or
Oh,
was
you're
it
right.
Dominic Reyes? It
No,
was
I thought
Thiago.
it was
So
okay.
do it with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, man. Well, finish your thought. Finish your thought. I'm not even
Yeah.
sure.
No, but bro, too many headshots. What were you talking about?
You brought up Dominic Reyes.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess he's just chinny now, bro.
He's just chinny
Yeah, I
now.
guess he's just chinny, bro. I really like him, bro. He's so likable, and I really till this day he won that fight, bro. I've seen people break down the fight down to the strikes landed, like categorize the strikes like into light, medium, and heavy strikes, and he won, bro. He won that fight. He landed the most damaging shots, and like I is bro. I don't know, man. I feel like people were biased because John he won like the last two rounds. He won the last round convincingly. The fourth round was close. Fourth round was very close. But I think Dom definitely won the first three rounds without a question, and he should have went home with the belt. But it is what it is. I have a freaking like I don't know what it is. It's like I just can't get over that fight. I just
I
can't
mean,
get over
I
that
I
fight.
know you, bro. I feel you. You. I gotta watch that fight, but it sucks when you see a fight and it's like, bro, how are people? Well, actually, you just said it was close. So, like, is it close enough to the point where people can make the mistake of him winning the whole fight, or
The whole fight. I mean, I no. I think that in the John. Here's the thing. Some rounds there was maybe one round that was really close, but John won the last two rounds. John won the last two rounds convincingly. I would say the fourth round was the closest, but the first three was definitely Dom. The first two rounds were definitely Dom. Maybe someone could make the argument that the third round was really close too. I think the fourth round was the closest round, but rounds one, two, and three were definitely all Dominic Reyes, and it's really because John Jones, like, he's not a good boxer, bro. He's not a good boxer. He's really good at using his attributes. He is really long. He has almost an 84-inch reach. It's an 83 and a half inch reach. So he's really good at keeping people, really good at keeping people at length, managing his distance. He attacks you where it hurts. He attacks your strengths. He's very technical. He has great timing. He has great wrestling. He can also cut. Yeah, he has great elbows. So he's really good at that. But his
great chemist as
weakness.
well?
I'm sorry.
He's a great chemist as well.
That's true. This guy he did pop like four separate times. Well, he popped once for coke. Okay, he popped
Yeah,
once for coke.
dude was he was
But
out here
nevertheless, he
wilding.
popped three times for PEDs. But yeah, his weakness is boxing, bro. His weakness is a guy who can contend with those things, with those weapons, and boxing.
Great at
And
hidden
great at
drives.
hidden drives. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
He's
he's
a
just he's
scumbag.
really good, bro. He's a. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
no,
he's not a good dude, but he's good at MMA, bro.
right. But
He's not a good dude, but
so pretty much what you're describing his weaknesses is Tom Aspinall.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Strong fight, a strong boxer.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, Tom is would be his most dangerous fight. I mean, Dana says we are still gonna get we're gonna get that fight, but
I
like
think he
I don't
retires,
want,
man. I actually think he retires before it.
bro. First of all, I mean, there's so much I have to say about that. I mean, number one, he's being extremely selfish. This is the first time that we've even seen anything like this. No other champion has been able to just not fight the number one contender. Like no other champion has been
This is
able to do that.
right. What we're getting right now is a
Can I tell
boxing.
you a funny story? Go ahead and type it in what we're talking about this.
But what we're seeing right now is a
That's what
boxing
I'm saying.
situation. Yeah,
That's
this
what
would
I'm
only
saying.
happen
I
in
was like,
boxing.
bro, I don't want to see. Tom is in his prime right now.
Mhm.
Tom is in his prime right now. I don't want to see John Jones just fight somebody else, go for money fights, and wait to fight Tom until Tom is out of his prime and he's maybe not as good as he was. Tom has the lowest fight time in the UFC right now. Like the lowest amount of like he gets people out of there quicker than anyone.
Right.
In like maybe I mean you can make the argument, I guess, like, okay, well, heavyweight is not that amazing right now. And like maybe you'd be right. But I
It's good.
still what's up? What's good, Darden? What's
If
good?
you're in the building, definitely like and subscribe, me, man. Let's see this story. So
Okay,
Connor
wait.
was in Utah and he stayed at my friend's house, and his manager was like, "No alcohol, no parties." He gave the Utah treatment for 5 days, and he was supposed to stay longer, but he changed his flight and had a 3 day bender. And jeez,
In Vegas. Yeah, bro. Connor, that's Connor's kryptonite, bro, is substance use.
yeah.
So it's
I mean,
substance use.
I mean,
Um,
we saw Connor go from a dude that was so dedicated, and then when he fought, I think personally when he fought Floyd, that money that he
mhm.
got, he couldn't handle it.
Bro,
He could not handle the
he,
money,
I
man.
mean, he is hardened. Yeah, bro. He's on the coke,
Yeah,
on the booger sugar, bro.
hundred
Um,
percent, hundred
yeah,
percent.
I mean, you know, he did. I can't say it because of YouTube, but grape. He graped that girl.
Yeah, yeah,
That what's her name?
yeah,
What's her
yeah. We
name?
don't need to get to names, but
No, Nikita
Right.
Hand, Nikita Hand, or
Yeah,
something, or Hands, or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
He's a
but I
convicted.
didn't.
He's convicted.
Well, not convicted because she pursued a civil case instead of a criminal case, and there was reasons for that. I can't remember why, because at first, bro, at first I only heard one side of the story. I only heard like Connor's side of the story, and I never heard I didn't like hear the trial. I didn't hear what happened. So essentially what happened was oh well, I basically only heard that Connor, or that the girl, she was all over him and she was all over another dude and they had consensual sex that night. That's what I heard,
No, I
but
know.
I
Saying the
didn't
words.
I didn't hear the story of like what actually happened, of like, well, Connor actually like held her down and
Okay, all right. Chill, 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 chill.
he had no real rebuttal. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into details, but basically I'll just say for everything that she said, Connor had no like serious rebuttal for anything that she said. Um but yeah, I he's seriously in like, you know, the into drugs, and he's, bro, he has four kids,
I didn't even know.
by a baddie, by D Devlin, who, and I'm like, bro, like you better like get off
Come
the
on, man,
drugs, and
bro.
he
Bro,
better.
when you have all that money, man, when you have all that money, bro, like
Hmm.
No, there's nothing you can't have. And some people can't handle it, man. Some people cannot handle it. When you
Hmm.
there, bro, think about it. If there's nothing, because I mean, over $100 million
Yeah.
right now. You think? I mean, now again, I'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? But this guy grew up hungry. And I don't
Hmm.
mean hungry as in like he's hungry, like needs food, but
Yeah.
his hunger was, to become what he did, to do what he
He's from
did.
a poor place, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure he was hungry as well, but the hunger I'm talking about is just for you to become what he did in MMA, you have to be hungry.
Hmm.
He says, "Do you think Ryan Garcia lost it now too or not?" Um, I mean, I want to see him, bro. We don't know. I
I
want to see him
think
clean. I
I
want to see
think
him clean.
Ryan got it too early, is what I think.
Oh, he's saying, "Do you think
You
Ryan
think
lost it too?" Oh, I get his question. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree.
that's
I
Canelo
think
party?
I think if
I don't think like that. Canelo's Mexican, so you got to think about that. Canelo, I mean, they're gonna, go crazy and whatnot. But I'll tell you one thing: a Mexican will drink all night and wake up at 5 in the morning and go to work. So, I don't, I think that, I think that even though, yeah, tequila, I'm a
yeah,
tequila
he
guy
drinks. I
myself.
definitely know he drinks, but I mean,
I don't think that Canelo lets
like,
that stuff get in the way. But he has his priorities straight, I
yeah,
think.
no, I think, I mean, for to be on what to do what Canelo does, to fight that often, or not even that often, but to fight that much,
At that level.
it's pretty hard. I think it's be pretty hard because again, some people can handle it, some people can't. It's really up to your personality. Can you handle all the pressure? Can you handle having anything you would want in life? You know what I'm saying? Can think about it. Like the question is, if you have everything in that you want in life, how do you wake up and still fight? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
You're
they've been
still
saying
you're
that
still
about
gonna get
Connor for a long time, dude.
yeah.
For a
I don't think
long time.
yeah.
If you, I actually, I heard this the other day. Because I never even thought about it, bro. I never thought about it, but it's true. And Conor McGregor has beaten every single person that he's fought in the UFC except Khabib. Because even with those two Dustin fights, he
Yeah,
beat
he'll
Dustin
be
once
right,
before.
right.
So every single person that he's fought, he beat once. He beat
His
Nate in
biggest
the ring.
enemy, his biggest opponent is
It's
himself.
himself, bro.
It's
Yes,
himself,
one
man.
hundred percent.
That's it. He has the skill. It's just he gets in his own way. And again, it's just down to your personality. Can you handle getting to where you wanted to go all your life?
Mm-hmm.
Some people, some people, they think about this stuff so much, and when they actually get there, they expect it to be more fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
They expect it to fix all their problems that they once had.
Yeah, but it's
No,
a it's about the journey, bro. You gotta
it's about the
you gotta
journey.
relish
Well,
you gotta
that's
relish in
it.
the journey.
You got to,
Otherwise, when you when you get there, it's just gonna be like, damn, because you haven't practiced that
right.
taking that pride in yourself.
Yeah,
Because that, bro, that's really in like it was a lesson I learned, bro. That's really the purest form of motivation is taking pride in yourself. If
right.
you just do something for a title or you do something to make someone else happy or whatever, that you will always burn out. You will never make it to the finish line
Yeah,
because it's about having a purpose. When you make yourself the purpose and you say, no, I like think about running a marathon, right? You can't who's going to run a marathon for somebody else, just for somebody else? When you get to mile 15 and you have microfractures in your feet. Good night, Jacob. Peace out.
peace, man. Peace. You
Hit the
appreciate you
like and
coming in
subscribe.
again.
Yes, listen to Jacob.
Yes,
Smart
sir.
man
Like,
right there.
subscribe. Smart man.
But you got to have it's like taking pride in yourself, where you got to take pride in like every step, because you're like every step is just making me better. That's the purpose. So like, yeah, bro, and it's difficult, bro. It's difficult because you have to develop some. You have to develop actual. It sounds so like you have to develop some sort of self love if you want to be able to take pride in yourself. Because
Yes. Oh
like
yeah, that's gonna have to come first. That's gonna have to come first
it's gonna
for sure.
have to come first, bro.
You
You mean
know,
it's
uh,
it's
the way I look at it, man, is you know, you can you can you can be excited to get there, but if you don't, like you said, have pride in yourself, when you get there, you will feel a sense of loss because
hmm
now there's no longer no journey. You're already there
hmm
now. What do you do? Well, the real thing you do is you find something else. You find something new. You find the next step. This thing never ends. It should never
yeah.
end. You should never get to a plateau and say, "All right, I'm done." You should always, even to the day you die, you should be still striving. If you're able to, if you should still be striving for
hmm
the next step, because this
hmm
stuff is just a cycle. There's no, what I'm saying, it's not a straight line. It's just a
hmm
cycle, man. So you're always doing something. So
Yeah,
oh,
and it's not straight up either. It's gonna be
yeah,
it's gonna be bumps in the road, but you have to
exactly.
learn how to you have to learn how to maintain that love for
That's right.
yourself and that pride in what you're doing.
It's not
You know,
easy, but it's
it's
doable.
not, bro. It's
You know,
so difficult.
it's
It's
difficult.
difficult because we fall into the trap of like it's like the flesh is weak, bro. That's really what it is. The flesh is weak. You fall into that trap of like, oh well, I want to do this to get this instead of I just want to do this to get better.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it. I
Yes.
couldn't say any better. Couldn't say
Yes.
any better. We're gonna end it up with that. We
Yes,
just gave you
sir.
guys fair game right there. Again, if you're in the building, like and subscribe. We're gonna be back next week. We'll see what happens with Tank and Lamont Roach. We'll see about that decision being overturned. I believe that the decision will be on Friday. So we'll definitely see. But I'm curious. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more content. The
Mhm. Like,
boxing, the MMA. We're out. Peace.
peace.
Yeah, a lot